evening, everyone. Good morning.
Good afternoon and good evening and all that good evening stuff and welcome. You didn't
Y-
do your good morning world.
yes, that's okay.
That's
But anyway, here we are again, Emily. And
Mike.
yes, I'm originally from the Philippines. To those of you who don't know me, I'm a special ed teacher by profession, happy wife, and a proud mom of one. And of course, Mike here is.
I'm Mike from England, Manchester, England originally. We now both reside here in sunny Atlanta, Georgia, USA. Um, we're traditional business owners, but extremely proud online business owners. And on saying that, before you say yes to anything, you need to ask as many questions as you can.
Yes, actually, we were watching this news a few minutes ago, and there was a lady who was scammed $80,000, and she's from here, Atlanta, Georgia, from Atlanta, Georgia, right?
Yeah.
And I actually made a post about it, so that to warn people who are following us, especially about so many scams out there. So, like Mike is saying, that when you decide to look for an additional income stream, make sure that you are asking as many questions that you need to ask.
Yeah, there was 80,000 of her hard-earned cash,
Mm-hmm.
and it was supposedly somebody she'd known for several years. But he made this promise of, invest your money and you'll get $800,000 or something back.
Yeah, get rich.
Get rich quick scheme, and of course,
Yes.
sometimes, not saying it's her fault because it's not by any means, because
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that shouldn't be around there, but sometimes greed can get a hold of you and you think, oh yeah, if I can make 800,000 in, I don't know what length of time it was, here's all my money.
Yeah.
That's one thing with our online business. We always say, do your due diligence, ask questions.
Mm-hmm.
Before you say yes to anything, we're as upfront as we possibly can be.
Mm-hmm.
We share our lives with you on, for the most part, online here, so you can see where we're from and all that. We invite you to various other things to not just listen to us, but to listen to other people as well.
Mm-hmm.
But and there's a process. Ask as many questions, but go through the process, and then make a decision. Don't just listen to one thing.
Yes. So, because of that news that we saw on TV, like I said a few minutes ago, we decided to talk about this topic, and you can see it in the bottom of our screen that says why asking questions matters in any online opportunity. And I think and I believe this is very important to be aware of, that you really need to have to ask questions. And to those people who are reaching out to us, we always invite them for our Q&A every Wednesday. So that's Mike was saying earlier that you don't have to believe us right away, because you don't know us as well. But by attending our Q&A, you get to see other people. It's not only us who are doing this online business. There are almost 300,000 people in our community. However, you don't see those 300,000 uh, 300,000 during our Q&A. It's a small group of business owners and other people who are curious about the online business and who wants to find out whether this business is legitimate or not.
Yeah, and they're from all over the world as well. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, there's people on there from Spain, from England, obviously from America, from Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a broad spectrum that you're actually getting the feedback from. And there's going to be other people that are also interested in looking at the business that'll be there. And you can ask questions. I guess you could actually ask other people that are
Mm-hmm.
interested in looking. You could ask them questions if you want. Nobody's ever done that, but
Mm-hmm.
because they're obviously asking questions about the business. But you can ask, and it's kind of an overview. There's steps that you've got to go through so you get the correct information at the right time. But you can ask questions, and we'll obviously answer whatever we can answer.
Mm-hmm. And if you are not if you are told not to ask questions, if you are feeling pressured, if you are feeling that you are being rushed by someone who wants you to be involved in their side hustle, if you want to say, or whatever it is that you are looking at, that can be a red flag. Or most 99.9% it's a red flag for, for rushing, for not doing things
And I think,
unless you ask
yeah,
questions.
and we fell into that rushing trap,
Yes.
where people will come in and, hey, listen, we're only here for today or tomorrow. We've got to have a decision. Once we leave, that's it, and they put you under that pressure of, well, this sounds like such a great idea,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't have any time to research it, but it's such a great idea, and they have this pitch that they give you. And unfortunately, we fell into that trap, and, it is
Yeah.
what it is. What you learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, we did that. How many years ago? Was 5 or 6 years ago when that happens? I think so.
More, yeah, more, maybe
Yeah.
more than that. Yeah.
Yeah, so we did that because we always look for an opportunity to have that side hustle, because as we know, having one source of income is not enough. Mike and I, of course, there are two sources of income, but we always want to have that padding, if you want to say, so that when things happen, we are not gonna be like saying that, oh my god, what are we gonna do right now. We want to make sure that we always have that backup plan, and then when we decide on doing things, when we decide on changing the route of our life, if you want to say, then we have something to fall back into. And yeah.
And we always encourage as many questions and take your time, take as long as you want. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, there's no rush period. There's no, hey, look, jump on now because it's only going to be here till next week. It's
Yeah.
kind of, it's like the window sales, hey, buy your window now, buy one, get two free. It's only lasting till this date. They're pressuring you to do something that maybe so you don't get enough time really to do your research. We're the total opposite.
Mm-hmm.
We have nothing to hide. We tell you everything we can tell you up front.
Yes, and we always, like we said, we always welcome questions, because a legitimate opportunity should welcome questions. I had spoken to a few people in the past, and they were so excited. They wanted to jump in our business right away. And I always tell them to take their time to make sure that they are a good fit, this business is a good fit for them, because we want people in our team who would really understand the online business and not rushing into doing it, you
Yeah,
know?
and you've got to be open-minded and coachable because it is a learning process.
Mm-hmm.
This is, unless you've already done something like this in the past, if you're like us, we'd never done it. We didn't know what to expect. So I'm old school. I'm 65. So it's like, it's totally opposite to what we're used to,
Mm-hmm.
from going from a brick and mortar location to
To online,
just online.
digital.
And it took me a little longer. Obviously, Emily was all excited about the possibilities of what it can do and what it has done. Um, but for me, it took a little bit more time because I couldn't figure everything out. But if you're teachable and you're open-minded, come on in. We'll guide you every step of the way.
Yeah, and just never feel pressured or embarrassed for wanting clarity, because this is for your future, for your family, for yourself. So you shouldn't feel guilty for asking questions, and that is very, very important. You should never replace real information as well, and know what you're getting into before you pay anything or even give money
Yeah.
to anybody.
Yeah, when people say, oh, just trust me, it's all good.
Yeah.
Nah, just do your research. We're not out here again.
Mm-hmm.
We don't say, hey, trust us. We know what we're doing. We've done this and blah, blah, blah. Just do, take the next step or whatever. We don't say anything like that. You don't know us from the next door neighbor.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why we want you to come into the Q&A so you can talk to other people
Mm-hmm.
and ask them questions as well.
Yeah, and also when we share about the 149 US dollars, we tell you exactly why you're paying that 149 US dollars. And the good thing about that is it is fully refundable. Some people actually they test our online business if they can really get their money back if they do pay the 149 US dollars. And there's quite a few people who did that. They would say, okay, I'll join. I'll pay the 149 US dollars. The following day, they would ask for refund because they are testing whether or not it is legit. And
They get the money back, and then the next thing you know, a week later, they're reaching out to us again. Hey, can I re-sign up again?
yes,
Oh, yeah. So I mean, and the refund obviously is there for a reason. And again, yes, we do explain what you're getting for that 149.
mm-hmm.
You know,
And by the way, that 149 US dollars is only one time fee. You don't have a monthly subscription. So, and when you decide to continue with the online business, that $149 will pay for your step-by-step training. It will pay for your website, the creation of your own website, wherein you have the say what color you want, whatever you want to put in that website, and your funnel. Because we don't chase people, we are doing attraction marketing, and this is a proven system that will attract people to get into your funnel, so you don't have to do uh, chasing your friends and your family.
and even I don't know if you know the answer to this. Maybe you do. What happens if they pay the 149 and they go past the 30 days
Mm-hmm.
because they're still on the fence? They've not had a coaching call,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't want to join the business just yet. They don't want to become a business
Well,
partner. Is it good for 6 months after then?
um,
You know,
the no,
kind of putting
the
her on the spot here. You know,
yes, the 149 US dollars is good for 30 days. That's why what I do is when you join our community and you have not done any coaching call, because there are a couple, one from she's from Washington State, and the other one is actually from here in Atlanta, Georgia. And both of them paid the 149 US dollars. They did not get the coaching call. They keep on pushing the coaching call, and then I was the one who kept on reminding her, "Hey, your 149 US dollars is about to expire. You don't have the coaching call. Are you going to do your online business or not?" And then she said, "Not yet. I have not decided yet." So I keep reminding them that 149 US dollars is, like about to expire. But then the good thing about that is if you have not done that coaching call, you are given, I believe now is 60 days. Before it was 6 months. Now I believe it's 60 days, 2 months. Yeah, and then you have not done your coaching call, then yes.
so you can hop back in then. But
Yes.
yeah, so we tell you all this stuff up front. There's
Mm-hmm.
there's no, like you said, monthly. There's no
No
monthly fee.
monthly
That
fees.
149 isn't monthly.
Mm-hmm.
Once you've paid it, that's it. The end.
Yeah.
So we're up front with you with everything we possibly can. We're never going to hide anything from you.
Yeah.
And we also tell you what happens after you pay.
Mm-hmm.
What additional cost could come later.
Yes, because in every legitimate business, there is an investment.
Yeah, no matter what you're doing, 149 isn't enough to start a business. I don't care if you're cleaning houses, you're going to spend more than $149. So, yes, there is an investment.
Yes, and the good thing about it is it's not gonna cost like the cost of a traditional starting a traditional business. This is actually a fraction of the cost. Maybe smaller than a fraction of the cost of like having a coffee shop, for example.
Yeah, and it's up to you at what, how much you want to come into, and that'll all be explained during the after once you pay the 149 and you go take the deep dive into it.
Yeah, and also there is a financing that if that is the route that you wanna do, there is financing. So imagine that, and then the company is doing that, the financing or whichever route you wanna go. You can use your credit card or you can go to your bank. But imagine how many people has uh, 100,000 line of credit in the credit card. Not so many, right? But I'm saying that because there's so many people in our community who don't have that line of credit, but they are able to start the online business. So think about that. Like,
Not saying that it's $100,000.
no, it's not.
It's nowhere
What
near.
I'm saying is like that's why I said that how many people have that line of credit,
Yeah,
because not so many. I don't have that line of credit, but I'm able to start this online business because, like I said, the amount to start this online business is very very little compare to the
yeah, to a bricks and
to
mortar.
the
Yeah,
bricks and mortar, and you can just pay it for 1 year, or if you want to go to 2 years, then you can do that. So it's not.
there's lots of options available.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
make it as easy as possible for you, but yes, there is an investment.
yes.
But ask questions like, how does it work? What where does the revenue come from, and
Mm-hmm.
just what will you actually be doing? Is there a real product? Well, we're not selling any product,
Yes, there are
so
products, but those products are only for your own personal use, household use, and you don't go knock on on your neighbor's door, because, like I said, we are not selling like the traditional selling, wherein you're selling Tupperware or excuse
yeah.
me,
Oh,
you're selling Avon or something like that. So it's not gonna be like that.
yeah. And what skills will I need to learn? Well, obviously, again, depending how savvy you are on there, but you have no idea about the program,
Hmm.
which is more what you need to learn. It's
Yeah,
the program, right?
yeah, it's really the skills that you really need to do is very minimal as well. If you can read the sign on the road, if you can scroll up and down in the social media, if you have Facebook, or you know how to go to YouTube, for example, or read your email, send email, then definitely you are skillful enough to start this online business. And we are here to guide you every step of the way. We will help you set up your business, and we are not saying that we are doing the work for you, because you are eventually gonna guide other people to do exactly what we are doing, or what you're going to do. So you also have to learn those things, but you don't have to worry about that. For now, we should you should at least like see whether the online business is a good fit for you, because this online business is not for everybody. This business is for those people who have big why. In other words, you want to change. Maybe you don't love your job, or maybe you love your job but you want to have an extra income. Maybe you are planning for retirement and you don't have enough money in your nest egg, just like how I started years ago when Mike and we were talking about retiring. um, I look at my bank account and kind of calculated. I was thinking of retiring from that time, like maybe 6 years or 5 years from now. but then I realized that I'm not able to retire even if comfortably, if even if I work until I'm 65 or 70. God forbid, I don't really want to work until that age, because I miss so many milestones in my life, and I don't want to experience that again or do that anymore.
And funny, because we were on the Q&A last Wednesday, that we were telling you about, that you can come on every week, whichever you want to do. But somebody there who's in the business with us, and she's from Canada, and her and her husband had a coffee shop. They had it for 9 or 10 years, and it kind of
Yes.
reflected our story.
She's 71 years
She's
old.
71, yeah, and they had their coffee shop for 9 plus years, and they got tired of the early mornings and the dealing with staff and the inventory, everything that we dealt with. And of course, being self-employed, you don't have any kind of pension plan sorted out. So they sold the shop, but still felt they wanted to do something. And now they got into the business, and it's doing well for them. So, there's a lot of people out there that have got their own small business, and maybe not, you've got other overheads that you're paying into. You're putting the money back into the business and putting in, and you're not taking care of yourself. So maybe this is something you could look at, while you've still got your business. And get it going. When we had our coffee shop, we were able to put a few things up in there, and people would ask us about it while we're in the shop. So
Yeah.
it's something you can do no matter what you're doing. If you're doing a full-time job, or whether you own your own business, or if you're a stay-at-home person.
Yes. So ask that questions before you say yes to anybody. Just make sure, I'm just repeating myself here, just make sure that you are asking questions. Even you are so excited, sometimes you get so excited on doing things, but excitement is really good, but emotion can make us overlook important questions. Give yourself permission to research and understand before deciding. And pressure is different from encouragement. That's
Oh yeah. So if anybody says, "Oh, you've got to do this by then," run away.
Yeah, if someone asks you to is if someone asks you to send them money today, don't do that, because when you join our online business, we don't ask you to send us money. You even the 149 US dollars, it doesn't go in our pocket. We don't get a single penny for that 149 US dollars, because there are also people who ask us, so where is this 149 US dollars gonna go? And we always explain it that it goes to the website, to the training site, when you decide to move forward with the business. And of course, if you don't if you after you watch the webinar, after you watch 2 to 3 hours of videos, you don't have to don't be scared. Oh my God, 2 to 3 hours of videos, who has the time to watch that?
And that's why you get 30 days. And also,
Yeah.
that's why we don't go over everything. Imagine how boring that'd be, to sit in here for 2 or 3 hours or 4 hours trying to explain everything to you. And then if we miss something out, that's why when you pay the 149, you're going to get, I think it's 6 videos. So you can watch them, and that's 2 or 3 hours. So you can watch them at your own pace. You can watch them multiple times, so you fully understand everything. And then when you do, then you would book your strategy call.
Yes.
So we don't, that's why sometimes we won't answer a question. We'll say, well, that's on the next step, because we want to make sure everything's covered and we
Yeah.
don't miss something, because if that's not really our job to explain every single part of it. It's our job just to kind of invite you in to ask the questions and watch the videos. And then if you choose, is this better? That's great. If not, you get your money back.
Yes. So and don't also fall to something that when somebody say you'll miss your chance if you don't act now.
Like us.
So, yes,
Like what we got
yes.
done.
We don't rush anybody. We always say take your time, even if you are so excited. We don't want you to join the business just because you are excited. We want you to join the business because you did your research, you did your due diligence, and you are really 100% sure that you want to do the business.
And you fully understand what you need to do, and that there's no guarantee. But you know, when you become involved or you're looking into the group, you'll see some of the results that people are getting from it.
Yes.
So yeah, and these types of pressures certainly deserve extra caution, as I say, when people are saying send us money or it's only till today or whatever it may be.
Yes. And ask about the people behind the opportunity. Let's say, for example, this online business. You hear us in social media, you see us in social media, but you don't know us. But if you can go back to our pages, we have two pages. One is personal and one is business. And even my personal Facebook is also public now since I started the online business. You can go back up to 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago, and then you can see what we are doing. And
Yeah, it's not so, you know how you go on some of these Facebook things and they've got like 2 months of, or not sometimes, maybe a month of things that they've got, and they've got like one friend. Yeah, probably you want to stay away from them. But us, you can look back for years.
yeah, and then
See.
for the past almost 3 years ago, you can see that I have a lot of posting like daily. I never miss a day, even when I'm sick. I make sure that I have a posting in my on my pages because I wanna show our followers that we are legitimate people, that we are not AI.
Yep, that were there, consistent.
Yeah,
Ask them who they are, you know, and
yeah,
can you actually speak with them? That's something we actually encourage. You know, when somebody reaches out to us and they send us an email or a message or whatever, we always love to jump on a quick video call
yeah,
because we want to find out about what you're looking for. You know, what your goals, and see if it's something that, well, yeah, that could fit. If you say, yeah, I want to get rich by tomorrow, this isn't for you. You need to
yes,
look at something else because this isn't for you. But if you genuinely want, hey, look, I want to do something for my family. The only way I make more money is I've got to work more hours, which takes me away from my family. We never have time for vacation, blah, blah, blah. And the list goes on. Then maybe this is something for you. But we love to do a video call so
yes.
you can meet
So
us and we can meet you.
yeah, so what happens when you sign up in our website? So we have an automated emails. We for 30 days you're gonna get maybe three emails a day from our automated system. It's not personally. That's how our platform works. We have an automated
System.
system. And so when you receive that free webinar and then you get some emails, I also follow up using our WhatsApp. So so that, like Mike was saying, we want to give you a call so that you can see us. So we normally send a personal video message when you sign up. And also make sure as well that you are researching about the community that you are getting involved in, because it's always good to find out if there is really real people and who would love to answer difficult questions, because there are so many people who are asking questions about the online business. It's very new to a lot of people. It's been 10 years, but still very new if you look at an online business.
Yeah, and the great thing about our community is that it's constantly being updated because technology is changing all the time. So it's great to have step by step training and other things going on. But if it's all outdated, it's no good. The great thing about our platform is that they're constantly working. I mean, just constantly, every week it seems we get new things that are coming, and it's like, wow, this is incredible. Eventually, we're not going to have to do anything.
Yes.
But no, they really love to work on it and dial it in, overcut, look into the future and see what they can dial in to make life easy and overcome
Yeah, and
stuff.
you mentioned about you don't have to do anything. Well, when you get to that stage wherein you already built your business, then it becomes a passive income. So you don't really you do a little bit of work, but not as much. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
so instead ask questions, and instead of asking just how much can I make, ask how are people compensated.
Mm-hmm.
And that again, that determines what does it take to generate income. Everybody's story or journey is different. What might work for us may not work for you.
Yeah,
Some people accelerate, and within
months.
a few months they're making a ridiculous amount of money. Some people, it's their journey's a little slower. It could be a year or 2 years. It's everybody's journey is different. So we can't say, oh yeah, you're going to make this, you're going to make that, and you're going to do this in this length of time. It's all up to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and what you can also ask, what expenses should I expect, and what factors affect someone's results? And that's a very good question. What aspects or
Hmm.
affect the results? And I can tell you that the amount of time that you put in the online business, of course it will affect your result. Are you consistent? Because if you are, now you see, now you don't, obviously you're not gonna see results. If you are what else, if you are like for example, you are consistent, showing up as well is very important, because it builds trust. If
Hmm.
you are, now you see, now you don't, in other words, you post like 2 weeks ago and then now you're not doing it, and then if your mindset is very negative, maybe you will say, oh, when you don't see the result as quick as the other people, and then you say, oh, maybe it's not for me, and then you kind of slow down because you think that it's not working for you, then chances are you're not gonna get to where you want to be. Because sometimes and I'm guilty of that as well, especially at the very beginning of my journey or our journey. I'm very guilty of that, because I was like, oh my god, how come they are doing this, how come they are making this and I'm only making this, how come they are making like 5 figures and I'm only making 3 or 4 figures, so I asked
Yeah,
that question.
yeah, you can't compare your
However,
story.
yes, however, I realized that I am comparing my chapter 1 to chapter 15 of the other business owner. So that alone will disappoint you if you try to compare your journey to someone else's journey.
It's if you've got a bricks and mortar location, for example,
Mm-hmm.
you could say, "Oh, why is my coffee shop? I'll use coffee shop because we used to own one. Why is my coffee shop not doing as good as their coffee shop? We do this way better than they do, and blah blah blah." But you just don't know about. It could be location, it could be anything,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't compare anybody's anything.
Yeah, anybody's journey, really. You cannot. So if you are, like I said, if you work your mindset, just like every single one of us, the good thing about this, again, our community, our platform, everything you need to do to be successful is there. Even the working on your mindset is part of this online community. How great is that? You will get some self-help books that you would probably never gonna read. Maybe it's in your library. I have a lot of books that I bought that I have not read. Sometimes I would say, oh, when I retire, I'm gonna read about it. I read every night. Mike can attest to that.
Mhm.
But I can never finish a whole book at one night because I will fall asleep. But
But on in within our community, every day there's a morning routine.
mm-hmm.
You can go on there. You don't have to, but
Yeah.
it's there for you, and it just gets your mind straight for the day.
Yeah, and I've been
She's
doing
been
that.
doing it every
Yeah,
day,
yeah.
every morning.
Except for this morning because I had terrible headache, and then Mike said, "Oh, you're not doing your morning routine," and I was like, "Oh my God, what time is it?" So I wasn't able to do
That's the
that.
first time, and I don't in forever that she didn't make it. But yeah, stuff like that is there for you every day. It's not just what here and there. It's every morning, Monday through Friday.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
Monday through Friday, every morning.
Yeah, and then if you
So
if you attend some programs on Saturday as well, they are also doing the morning routine. And really, even though I don't do my morning routine, I still do my how do you call it, journaling, my gratitude journal, and I also have a, how do you call it, gratitude jar. I
oh
want
yeah,
to show.
yeah. Look at this, what she's got. Look at all the gratitudes there.
Look at that. That is my I started this January 1st of this year. Um and then Mike and I, we he has his own gratitude jar as well, and both of
Ah,
us are going to read our everything that we wrote in this gratitude jar on December 31st before the new year breaks.
yeah, and now mine's not as full as that. I'm not as consistent, which I should be. That's my fault. I am grateful for a lot of things. I always think, oh yeah, I'm grateful for that. I need to make a note, and then of course I forget to do it. So that's my mistake there. But yeah, so we've got and there's training programs. There's so much support and guidance you get within this organization or this community. It really is mind blowing. And they're all free. It's not like, oh, if you want to attend, this is free. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some things that you can attend that will come with a fee. But for the majority of it, it's all part and parcel of just the community, isn't it?
Yes, yes. And also talk about why you would rather have a lot of questions, whether they are uncomfortable questions. It doesn't matter. Mike and I always tell those people who sign up in our website, we always tell them, you can ask as many questions as you want. There's no stupid question, because some people, they are, oh, I don't want to ask this very obvious, answer question, but we always
Yeah.
encourage them.
Yeah, don't be afraid. Just ask the question. We'll answer it for you. We'll have some people that'll say, what is this business? And again, this is right at the beginning. So we're trying to tell, well, maybe we'll say, oh yeah, it's
Attraction.
attraction marketing. And straight away it's like, oh, that's not for me. Well, how do you know it's not for you if you don't know the platform and the program that you're plugging into?
Yeah.
It could be the easy, which it is. I mean, it's step-by-step training. And maybe you've had attraction marketing experience in the past and you've been left to try and figure it out by yourself, and that's why, oh, that's not for me. Well, you're not asking the right questions. Look at the program, look at the system, and then at the end of it, yes, it is for me.
or
no, it isn't.
maybe the question is this the right fit for me?
Yeah,
You know?
is it going to fit the needs of what I'm trying to achieve? Maybe that's more like the question. So there's a lot of questions that I say we get them all the time. So obviously, again, when somebody's got a question, we'll try and answer them. If you want to talk, that's great. If you don't, well, that's okay too.
Yes. And also, people shouldn't feel pressured to make a financial decision because someone else wants an immediate answer. We don't rush you by any means. We always say, do your own research. Don't rely solely on the person introducing you to an opportunity. Search, verify, read the terms, understand the policies, and discuss significant financial decisions with someone you trust. We encourage all these things because transparency always builds trust.
Yeah, and something just going back there to what was it, financial guidance to
Yeah.
somebody you
Trust.
trust. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
significant financial decisions with someone you trust. If you say to somebody, hey, I'm going to start an online business, I'm just throwing numbers out here, so don't hold me to any of these numbers. I'm going to start an online business and it's $20,000. What are they going to say? Don't do it, it's a scam. That's probably the first thing that comes out of the mouth, because they have no idea what the system is and what it is and all that good stuff. So yes, you do need to, talk to your significant other or whatever it is you need to do. But also, if you feel it's right for you, then I think you should. I mean, this one right here never told me about anything, which is okay. She has her money, that's fine, that's good. But she watched everything and then she told me after the fact,
Yeah.
hey, by the way, I've got this business going. So, and that's why I was super skeptical. I had all these questions, but she could see the vision of what she wanted and the potential that this opportunity gave. And, obviously now we're both on board. And the community, to me, is like, and I've heard this off other people as well, it's the best supportive community you'll ever find.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yes, and even last night, there was someone in our community who shared his experience, and he is what is Dismas, the guy?
Oh yeah, he's from
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
He's
Was he
from
Jamaica?
Jamaica or Nigeria?
I think because he said Jambo, which is I think Jambo is from South Africa,
I don't know.
which is Kenya, because I was
Okay,
there when I was in
maybe.
the army. So maybe he was from South Africa.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Yeah, and he shared his experience about this online business. He's been in the business for less than 3 years, and he's already making really, really good money. And what one thing that really struck him is when his daughter asked him, "Dad, are we poor?" You know, and yeah, that.
He wanted to provide for his family and and all that good stuff. Obviously, he was struggling a few things, but then his mentor he said he couldn't thank his mentor enough, because he listened to him
Yeah.
and he understood him and he worked with him and he looked at other things and never really done anything with him,
Yeah.
because nobody really wanted to talk to him.
Yeah, so that's one thing about our platform. Like we are saying that we are here to guide you every step of the way. You can ask as many questions. You can learn first, understand the process, and then decide whether this online business is for you or not. Whether this opportunity is right for you and your family. You know.
Yeah, so the goal isn't really to convince anybody. We've always said we're never here to convince anybody. We're here to share information and give you information. And this information tonight isn't just about us. It's about if you're looking at other opportunities.
Yes. Yeah, we want to give you a chance to make your own informed decision, because this is an opportunity that can be a life changing for you. You know?
Yeah, definitely. So a powerful question to ask yourselves is, if you were considering an online business today, what is the one question you would absolutely want answered before putting any money into it?
Yes. Yes. So comment below. Let us know, or go to our website. Our website is right here, down our name or next to our name. And when you sign up, your name, your email, and your phone number, we love to have your phone number as well, your WhatsApp. We have the WhatsApp number, so we can call you so that you can see us as well, talking with each other. And so comment below. Let us know what your thoughts are. And we would love to see you in the inside.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So
Anything else?
that's it. That's a wrap, as they say.
All right. So this has been Emily.
And this has been Mike.
We always say, please don't forget to pray, because prayers
Move mountains.
God bless everyone. We'll see you again tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
By the way, we have Ellie and
Oh,
Steve tomorrow,
oh yeah, yeah, and that's at 8:30, right?
8:30.
8:30. It's always a fun time. We have a good chat. They're Michiganders. Michigan. What is it? Is it Michigan? They're from Michigan.
Yes.
So husband and wife, great couple. I'm not sure what the topic is just yet, but come on, join us
It's gonna be
8:30.
a funny topic because Ellie and I we talk about it. So
Uh oh,
stay tuned.
secrets. We'll see you then.